hit subscribe, the notification bell, so you always come walk with me wherever you're in the world. So, are you keeping your promises to yourself? Are you keeping the promise that you did on Monday to start your week off right and walking every day, no matter how you feel, even on 5 hours of sleep or a bad day? You got to keep your promises. That's part of a wellness quest. So I'm not looking for perfect or perfection, but consistency, right? So when we make the decision to do everything consistently, it's being persistent and consistent, that is. It's omnipotent. There's just great results that come with that. That's with any kind of a goal, whether it's health, whether it's making money, whatever the new goal is or the new mission is that you have, right? So Monday I was talking about starting your week off right and how that's so important. And we all have choices. You know, you're too tired, you don't feel good, you have a headache, you have stress, all kinds of things. And each day, you know, is a challenge within itself. I was working all day today. I had some calls late last night, and I'm just trying to get some things done. But I made sure that I'm out here again, right? How about you? So we got to make those decisions. A lot of people out here tonight. It was a warm day. It's cooling down. I think people are out here walking, and again, they're walking. And again, I'm on a track, and it's great. But you can walk anywhere and get that going, get the motivation to do it, right? It's such a great thing to put on your list and this to do no matter what, and keep that promise. So, you know, I keep promises to myself and don't want to break them because I know what the difference is when I do that. I don't want to go backwards, right? And we're all human. Things happen. I could have skipped out tonight as I had a lot going on. I could have taken another nap. I said, no, I'll sleep better. I got to get out here and keep my promise and keep pushing. And I know I talked about this before, but each and every day is a struggle. It really is. But when you get that consistency going, there's so many great results. So anyway, I had some health issues. I'm Steve Klein. I'm not making any claims, just telling you what happened. And unfortunately, I took Advil, vomited blood, went through me, and ended up in the hospital. And I was taking, Advil, like I said, and it was a lot of blood. I didn't realize it. My doctor was like, how did you get here? I don't even know how you made it. So I got admitted in the ICU, and they didn't know if I had cancer or an ulcer. Thank God I didn't have any of that, but it scared the crap out of me. So I was in the hospital, and my roommate there was in big trouble because he had like a bursted something. I don't know. He had to get operated on the next day, and I remember talking to him, and I thought I was dead, right? Thank God I was not, but I had a hiatal hernia with a ring, and they said, if you don't get on Nexium, hello there, hello, welcome, thank you for being here. I can't see what your name is, but is it Amanda? Welcome. And they said, if you don't get on Nexium, you can develop this. So I listened to them, got on Nexium, and was scared, really scared. I was on it for 10 years. I don't think they have you on that for 10 years anymore. So I went to the dentist, got an x-ray. They said, wow, for your age, you're really young, you have a lot of bone loss, side effects of the medicine. I go, wow, I gotta get off this crap. So I started researching what to do naturally. It said ginger and turmeric. Went to Whole Foods, and I bought fresh ginger and turmeric, started cooking it as a tea, felt better. Then I saw this high-impact ginger and turmeric and some naturopaths blogging and educating me. Got on that, saved my life. And met a guy who studied in the Himalayas. He had like a book on ginger and turmeric. It was like 500 years old. It was crazy. He was a naturopath. And he was showing me stuff and how they've been using it for thousands of years, in India. And it's not all the same, and how things have changed. And then I met somebody else who had some ginger and turmeric lab tested and found out that a lot of it is rice that was like dyed. It's not even what it is in the stores. And it's crazy. So A lot of things we eat is crap, and you are what you eat, of course. But anyway, that's my little wellness thing. I have always been walking, and I was walking here with my mom all the time. My mom passed, it'll be 3 years, September 17th. She was so adamant about walking and getting out. She was such a strong person. And, you know, I kept walking, but I wanted to do 10,000 steps. So last fall, we had a wellness quest, and I kept researching that. I started doing 10,000 steps. I saw people doing 10 miles. I go, wow, 10 miles. So I started doing 10 miles. And I was like, wow, I feel amazing. And the winter hit Boston. My goal was to keep walking at the mall. It didn't happen. So for 3 months, it was a bad winter. I couldn't get there. And I saw things go backwards. I was like, wow, from like everything from sleep to some weight gain. I screwed like a whole bunch of things. So when I say keeping your promise, right? You keep your promise to yourself. And it's so key to do that on anything, right? Hello, sorry, I didn't mean not to say hello. Firefox, hello, user, whatever your name is, hello. I'm doing great, thank you. And let me know where you're from. I'm from Boston. So with that said, we're always developing new habits or new goals, or new things that we want to stay committed to, right, in life. Some things, you can't do everything all the time, but some things are more important than others. I believe the walking and your health is more important. You don't have any health or wealth without your health, right? None of it. So it doesn't matter. So many times in life, we're like, I'll do that tomorrow. Oh, I'll start it next month. Then all of a sudden it's a year later, right? And you didn't keep your commitment. You didn't keep your promise to yourself. You broke it, right? And down deep, you're mad at yourself because you know it's good for you. You know that when you do it, you feel better. You know that you may lose some weight or have less backache or sleep better. You know it is. So I hope that even though this is my wellness quest, my walking lives have been amazing, and I hope it inspires many of you guys to come walk with me. I know a lot of people are following me because of that, and I love that, and I hope so. That's the goal. And although I truly believe in what happened to me is I almost died, the high impact ginger, turmeric, and muscadine, right? Because it helps you with inflammation, digestion, absorption, blood flow, and more, and immune support. I think it's important. And I run a wellness quest that goes through it, and we go through a bunch of things in terms of like a health survey. Again, I'm not a doctor. It was made by 500 naturopaths, and it gets to the root cause of what's going on. But if anything, you can walk. It doesn't cost you anything but time and that commitment and that promise to yourself, right? And if you don't keep a promise to yourself, shame on you, but also it affects you. It's like anything, you go backwards, right? When I wasn't able to walk here in the winter, was so bad. Now, mind you, it was the condition. I went backwards, and I will admit that. I went backwards. So my thing to you is keep your promise, right? And come walk with me, get it moving, and you'll see a difference. And to me, I get so many other things done as a result. Nothing's perfect, like I said. I have lots of lists like we all do. When you own a home, there's an endless supply of things to do. When you have a business, there's an endless supply of things that you always got to improve upon. And you only have so much time in a day. I get it. But keep your promise to yourself, and keep your promise to somebody that will keep you accountable, like me, okay? So I say, you keep me accountable, watching me, subscribe, hit the notification bell, let's be in touch. And if you come walk with me, make that decision, create a station, I'll subscribe to you too and do the same thing, or join my quest. It's about promises to yourself, but you don't have to do it alone. That's what I love about YouTube, because it's a powerful tool. And I really kind of more discovered it, like a lot of people did over COVID, on the powers of it. I really wasn't doing much with YouTube before. And during COVID, I was taking care of my mom, and she needed 24-hour care. She had dementia. It was really hard. So she was screaming all the time. So I would pre-tape some videos on another station. And to me, it was like therapeutic to reach the world, right? Going live, this is not AI, right? This is live. There's no editing, there's no nothing. And I never thought I would do this, to be honest with you. But it feels really great because it's healing to me. And it also keeps me accountable. And I know you're watching because you're on the same page you want to be as well, and you can be. That's my point. So it's all good stuff. And it's an amazing quest. I love that we call it a wellness quest because life's a quest, right? So let me know in the comments if you're working on walking or you're working on your health or you're working on weight loss or doing keto/paleo, which is what I do. You're working on eating the right nutrition, no sugar, no carbs, watching labels, or making one decision to keep a promise of walk to yourself, to me, to the universe, whatever it is, and keep it moving, right? So, or if you need to make a promise to your family, to your spouse, your kids, do that, right? But so many of us break our promises, right? And it's not good because especially with health, I always say if your boss told you you would not get paid unless you walked for 2 miles for the week, it's good for you. You should do it whether he's paying you or not, right? But you're going to do it because you want to get that paycheck. How are we programmed, guys? Is that insanity? That's insanity. You walk because you want to live longer. You want because you keep that promise, right? And it's a start. And even if it's 10 minutes a day, or if it's 5 minutes a day, you're in the house stressing out, you're in the office, getting what they call tech neck, which is crazy. You got to get outside a little bit and keep it moving. All right, what's going on over here? Let's see. It is a track. It is a track and field, correct, in my town. Let me show you. Here it is. People out and about. It's a busy spot. And it's in my town, and it's a great place. But I walk everywhere. Sometimes I'm traveling. I was walking in Vegas a few weeks ago. I walked in sidewalks and airports, the mall. So you can walk anywhere. But this is a track, and it's all lit up tonight because they're playing a game. And during the day, it was hot today, so I also was busy, so I didn't come out. I was a little tired, like I said. So it's like 8:16 p.m. here in Boston. It's cooled down a little bit, but everyone's walking and hanging out, as you can see. So it's a great hookup. But like I said, you guys can walk anywhere and just keep it moving and keep that promise to yourself and to me. So anyway, I started a wellness quest in September, a new one. It's 9 weeks. Folks that want to join, it's complimentary. You can join. You can send me a message. I'll put my information when I get home in the description. Or you can, send a message or put a comment, and I will get back to you. If you'd like to join it, you can. Totally complimentary, no cost. Just the more the merrier. It keeps us all accountable and it gets it interesting. We do Zooms once a week. If you can't make it, this is the replay. They're on my station. You can see some of the past ones. There's prizes and things like that. We keep each other accountable. Whatever you want to work on to keep your promise. Whatever support you can get to keep your promise, do it. For me, it's been that and being a captain of them. And it's also been YouTube and you watching me and repeat people and return people and making new friends. So in life, we all need each other. I need you, you need me. That's truth. Just like, I was talking to people. Well, support is key. Intuition is key. But people need people. And I think, like I said, we learned that over COVID. And it's pretty powerful. And this particular tool called YouTube really makes it easier to do that. Sure, I know not everybody might be comfortable with that. I know I wasn't before. I thought I wasn't, but here I am. So if I can, you can. But if anything, like I said, come walk with me, come join me, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Help me hit 260 on here into 300 subscribers of people like-minded, that want to be helped, that want to keep their promises to themselves, to their health journey, to their family, and more. And let's get moving. Come walk me around the world, everybody. And see you guys tomorrow. I never know what time it is, but I'm always walking live each day, and I'll have more